It is hitting me like a softball in the groin today that hard work doesn't pay off. Studies prove it. Year-on-year wage earners are working harder for longer and making a lower percentage of the money. 1. For my entire life I have been attempting to make myself successful and it has never quite happened. I have never quite hit the sweet spot. And it was plainly obvious to me that hard work doesn't pay off. As an actor, I got to tour England and was okay. But I never became famous. As a writer, I have a flipping great novel that I've completed but I haven't managed to find an agent for it, this making me less of an author than the exceptionally talented authoress Katie Price, though perhaps she worked harder for it. As a commentator, I get to commentate some pretty great tournaments for basically no money. And as a blogger, well, I'm working on it. My life has been a constant attempt to become successful, and never quite making it, while getting exceptionally good at lots of different things, and then never actually being able to capitalize on them. I have worked so hard it burns in my soul. It's never paid off. According to jerk billionaires, like real estate investor Sam Zell, we non-1%ers earn less because we work less. 1. He says, we will make money when we stop procrastinating. But obviously he, like most billionaires, is a conceited asshat. Face it, hard work doesn't pay off. Period. It's time you admit that hard work doesn't pay off. Obviously there are some famous stories of hard work paying off, such as the Chris Gardner story. But they are the exception. We people who actually have worked hard know it does not pay off. Sure, there has been a fair chunk of scientific research that suggests hard work is important. Anders Ericsson, 1, for instance, showed that working hard can be more important than innate ability, but only in some circumstances. And some famous people who did work hard and get rich out of it, but they are 1 in a million, literally. We know for a fact that working hard for a company will not get you promoted. Employers state that working hard alone doesn't mean diddly squat. What bosses are really looking for are people who create new openings and new opportunities for the company, too. In other words, they're looking for creative people. And that is also one of the main reasons hard work does not pay off, because when you work too hard you inhibit your creativity. The New York Times published an article in which they state, regions of the brain associated with executive decision-making and goal-directed behaviors had shriveled. The rodents were now cognitively predisposed to keep doing the same things over and over. Behaviors become habitual faster in stressed animals than in the controls, and worse, the stressed animals can't shift back to goal-directed behaviors when that would be the better approach. Dr. Susie said, I call this a vicious circle. Hard work makes you stressed. When you are stressed you are less able to function cognitively. In turn, your work will be less effective and you will be less likely to succeed. So hard work actually makes you less creative and less productive, and because of that, you are less likely to succeed. But if hard work doesn't pay off, what does? Letting go. That's probably why so many managers and CEOs are trying to make employees more relaxed at work, such as by teaching yoga at the office. Hard work doesn't pay off, so quit and let go. Already looking back at my life, my successes have been in things I do because I love them, and I have failed at things I've tried too hard to control. Let's start with the trying too hard bit. For instance, my career as a freelance media specialist failed. Why? Because I tried too hard. My ambition is to become an independent media consultant, helping people with my site pmharrison.com to build their online brands. But it blew up like the Hindenburg because I was too darned controlling. I tried to find perfect clients, to represent myself as my brand perfectly, and to please everyone. I tried to be perfect. Tried too hard. Fell to pieces. On the other hand, this weekend I was commentating a pretty big Street Fighter tournament in Toronto, thus making me the only spiritual blogger in the world who is also a gaming commentator, or so I believe. Do you know how hard I tried to become a gaming commentator? Not hard at all. I was playing games with a group of people in our local gaming scene. We started running tournaments. And because I have a background as an actor and a journalist, I figured I might be the best person to do the commentary. And so I did. At no point did I work hard. In fact, I didn't work on this at all. I simply saw an opportunity, suggested that I might be the right person for something, and did it. And I continued to do it because I love it. And that led to success. BCTT tweet equals, let the beauty of what you love be what you do. Rumi, username equals, T_D_, meditation. I failed at the thing I tried to succeed in. I succeeded in the thing that I just did for the love of it. It's not just me, either. Here's what to do when hard work doesn't pay off. Studies show that we are more likely to succeed in the things we love. Working for your passion is a big part of the success mindset. In 2005, Steve Jobs spoke to a Stanford graduating class and said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Steve Jobs. When we work jobs we don't enjoy, we fight with ourselves, part of us wanting to work hard, the other part wanting to jack it in. Too many people make the mistake of thinking they're lazy procrastinators for not wanting to work hard. Actually, it is usually just that a deep part of your mind is preventing you from working hard at the wrong thing. This is backed by science. Hungarian psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi says we need to love our work in order to get into the state of flow. Zen state 3. Flow is that state of mind where you're being productive with ease. When we start with a negative mindset, we automatically become less productive. Being positive boosts your productivity. When we are positive and doing what we love, we are in the moment, goal-oriented, and more productive. That's why being passionate about work is a big part of the success mindset. See the link above. You can achieve a similar state of flow by meditating at work. Meditation relaxes and focuses the mind so we are productive but relaxed at the same time. That's one reason many managers suggest meditating at work. Life is a lot like singing. Have you ever tried to sing properly? I took 8 years of classical singing lessons between 16 and 24. Tried insanely hard to get good. Was trash. Seriously, people jumped out of windows to escape the agonizing sound of my voice. Then I quit for 10 years. Today, I just chill out and sing, and my voice now sounds pleasant. Why is that? Well, if you are stressed when you sing, you will put tension on your vocal cords, the bit that produces the sound. That stress will prevent your vocal cords from vibrating freely, and it will ruin the sound. When you relax, on the other hand, your vocal cords relax. Then they can vibrate freely and produce a beautiful sound. Life is the same. When you try too hard, you put stress on yourself. That prevents you from moving freely. And because you cannot move freely, you are limited in what you can do. So, stress directly lowers your chances of succeeding, just as stress prevents your vocal cords from vibrating. And that's why hard work doesn't pay off. People are starting to realize hard work doesn't pay off. With all this bad news, you might feel like giving up. You're not alone. People are starting to wake up to the fact that hard work does not pay off. A poll by the Strong, Prosperous and Resilient Communities Challenge (SPARCC) revealed that 74% of Americans believe that most poor people work hard but are not able to escape poverty anyway due to lack of economic opportunities. 5. Hard work doesn't pay off. Trying hard will not pay off. What will pay off? Energy. Energy in droves. Now you might be thinking, putting energy into something and working hard at something are one and the same. But that simply is not true. There is a very important difference between putting tons of energy into something and working hard at something. Working hard implies striving. Working hard implies fighting. Working hard implies stress. Because when we think about work, we think stress. It's as though those two terms were synonymous with one another. Even people who enjoy their job tend to think about stress when they hear the word work. So let's just ditch that word, work. We are not going to work hard. Because working hard will not pay off. I personally worked my butt off on my media consultancy. Failed. Miserably. Failed the way McDonald's salads failed. It wasn't even a tasty failure. Working hard did not pay off for me. But as you know, my on-the-side commentary gig has been taking off. and I did not work hard at it. Did not work at all at it. But I like big butts, and I cannot lie. The big but is this: I didn't work hard or try hard, but I did pour an absolute bucket load of positive energy into it because I love it. There is a very important difference here. Working hard meant I tried to control my media consultancy and I gripped so hard it crumbled to pieces. Positive energy and love, however, allowed me to throw myself at the commentary gig but at the same time have the freedom and flexibility to have fun with it and to let loose. Do you see the difference? It's the difference between working hard and pouring positive energy into something. Because hard work doesn't pay off, I'm just gonna do what I love. I'm convinced that hard work doesn't pay off. Between this rant and the science, I am convinced that hard work doesn't pay off and that I should ditch hard work and do what I love instead. And here is how I define the difference. Here is a list of things I will not do, things that are about working hard. I will not be overly controlling. I will not put stress on myself because it inhibits me. I will not make demands of myself. I will not try, which will make you out a pro. At any rate, after all, do or do not, there is no try. I will not work hard, and here is what I will do. I will pour positive energy into things. I will follow my passion. I will dedicate myself to what I love. I will share that love with others. I will chill out and enjoy